Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing you a design team project for Doreen over at Ooh La La Vintage Treasures. And I'm doing this project in conjunction with something we do in her Facebook group. On Thursdays, we use the hashtag Thrifty Flip Finds Ooh La La. And that is where we take something that we repurpose and make it into something special. And it can be something like a trash to treasure piece, or something that you've recycled and repurposed into a different use. So today I'm going to show you my project that I used with the Biscotti Silk Couture collection in her digitals. And I printed out a few pages here to show you. Within her collections, she has multiple kits. So in this particular collection, she has the paper pack sets 1 and 2, which I'll show you here, an ephemera pack 1 and 2, and I've used pack number 2, and then she has a postcards set in 1 and 2, and one is landscape and one is portrait. So you get such a variety of things to work with in each one of her kits. So I will link everything below, but when you go shopping, make sure that you look for all the different pieces of the collection, because there's so much to choose from. So this one is the Biscotti Silk Couture paper pack number 1. And I'll flip through this one quickly. I did not use most of this one in the kit, or in my project, I'm sorry. But I want you to see it because it is absolutely stunning. It's all these beautiful corsets and collars, beautiful frames. I love the shabby chic shiplap wood on there. Beautiful doors. It's just so lovely. The way she layers her designs in these digitals are just outstanding. I have never seen any digitals that look like this. It's absolutely beautiful. She has such a talent for putting things together. So that was paper pack number 1. And I did use paper pack number 2. So you will see quite a bit of these digitals in the project I'm about to show you. Look at these ruffles. Aren't they just gorgeous? Beautiful door and the florals there. And oh my goodness, ruffles and script. That is so pretty. And this one, oh y'all, this is one of my favorite pages. And you should see this printed on vellum. It is absolutely stunning. And then the beautiful dress forms and the beautiful script. I love this page with the script here, and then the beautiful frames, and then the dress forms. So lovely. I just had so much fun playing with this kit. More of the dress forms and the frames. And then look at this, with this beautiful, what would you call this? Maybe like reminds me of cafe au lait coffee. It's like a beautiful mocha kind of a color with the black. Look at how the black really pops on that. I don't work with black a lot, and I didn't think I was really fond of it, but look at how stunning that is. I just think that is so beautiful. So that was pack 2, and then we'll flip through one of the ephemera packs, and I used quite a bit of these. This is the Biscotti Silk Couture ephemera pack number 2, and I used quite a bit of these pieces. There's so much in these kits that I couldn't print it all out to show you because it would take up half the video, but you'll see a lot of these elements I've used. And then look at these beautiful cards here. And she gives you different sizes, different orientations. So you have such a variety. Beautiful tags. Look at the ruffles on that one. Isn't that stunning? some more cards. You can cut these into tags. You can leave them as journaling cards like that. Put a pretty little topper on them. And look at these. Isn't that gorgeous? I just think that is so, so stunning. I'll show you a few of these pieces that are cut out that I didn't use yet. I've got them stored up for future projects. But just one page is as beautiful as the next. It just goes on and on and on. So, so pretty. These make cute little journaling cards, but also if you glue them down on 3 sides, they make a cute little tuck spot, or do them on a corner like that and do a tuck spot kind of off kilter on the side. And then look at these. How gorgeous are these? Look at the sheen that you can see in those digitals. Just stunning detail. And look at that. Oh my goodness. This kit spoke to me. I started out my early career in fashion, and I just was drawn to this kit instantly. And the sweet little boxes, the little hat boxes, little goodie boxes there. I just think they are so, so sweet. And then the bows. We love our bows, don't we? And she gives you multiple sizes and multiple styles. And you'll see a few of these bows in my project. And then another page of the journaling cards. So that is just a few of the paper packs and the ephemera packs in the kit. And then I bet you're wondering what this thing is. This is the divider to a box of canning jars that I got. And I used one of the 4-piece dividers to make my project. I've been doing a whole lot of canning this summer, and my husband brought me home another pack of jars the other day, and I was about to throw this away, and I was like, wait a minute, I have an idea. So let me show you that idea. I made, out of that grungy little piece of long cardboard, this sweet little tag book. I just think it turned out so darling. I absolutely love it. I have to tell you, I got part of the way through and I almost abandoned it because I was thinking this is just not working. But I'm glad that I kept going and had the fortitude to finish it, because I just think it turned out so, so sweet. So I took one of her beautiful collars and layered it over some lovely paper, and used one of her sweet little bows. I used some pieces of applique and some pieces of beautiful little netted fabric. And all of the laces, I should mention, in this project, every bit of it except my little crinkle ribbon here, my crinkle seam binding, came out of my stash. But every bit of this other lace was from Lavish Laces. And I just think that it went so lovely with this kit. There's vintage laces in here as well as new laces. But I will also link Lavish Laces shop on Etsy in this description box as well, because you can find so many beautiful and unique pieces on her shop. So this is the front and this is the back, and then I just tied it together and closed it with this crinkle seam binding. I didn't want to put too big of a cover or a tie on there for a closure because I wanted you to still see this beautiful, beautiful digital. So I used 4 different colors of seam binding, crinkled seam binding, and I used this little rhinestone slide for a little embellishment. And I think that made such a pretty tie. I love all the colors because it picks up all of the colors in the project. So let's put that over there and let's take a look. So you saw that big long piece of cardboard, and out of that cardboard I accordioned it and I made this beautiful tag book. And I just layered it with goodies So that's one side, and this is the other side. I don't know if I can get it all in the frame here, but let's start. I'll show you all the different elements. So I layered all of this beautiful gorgeousness on the cover. I put a little dangle here with a little rhinestone heart, a little pearl, and a little tassel with the pearl and the gold. I thought the gold picked up these colors really pretty. And then just collaged and layered bunches of this yummy, yummy laces and this beautiful netted fabric. Oh my goodness, I wish I had a bolt of this. It is so, so pretty. So first of all, on this one, I made a pull-out tag. So you'll see right here is a slot. And I made just a pretty little journaling card out of one of the pieces of ephemera. And all of these pieces I tea dyed on the back. Tea dyed and coffee dyed. So you get a lovely little vintagey look. So that just slides in there. And then we open. And then you see all this yummy lace again. And I did some little collaging here, little collaging down here, little embellishments here and there. You can see that little rhinestone embellishment peeking out. I used some of the vintage lace and I put it over the seam. I had to leave these open. That's where the slots were that stuck together with the grid. But when I tried to close them, it didn't, or cover them, it didn't open and close very well. I needed a little bit of leeway. So I think that's okay. I think it's okay. I think it looks really pretty and just gives a little touch of lace right there. And then I used that beautiful ruffle page that we talked about, and I covered the cardboard. And then on the top, you can't see it very well, but I notched it out right up here so you can get the tag in and out. And in each one of these sections, I created a tag. Look at that. That's that pretty black ruffle piece. And then I used a little piece of the ephemera that I fussy cut, collaged all the lovely vintage laces on there. And then on the back, I made a little tuck spot out of two of the pieces of ephemera. And I just tucked in some little fussy cuts for little journaling spots. Isn't that lovely? I think that turned out so pretty. We'll tuck that back in there. And then the little laces peek out the top so you can see them when the book is closed. And then on this one, the pretty beautiful collars, the little box, beautiful dresser. I just love the shabby look of that. And for this one, I took my digital and I tore it kind of off center. I lined, first of all, I should say, I lined every one of the pieces of cardboard with a piece of one of the digitals. And then I made my covers out of another digital. So when you see the off cut like that, you still see something pretty behind it. So on this one, I just did a little kind of an off-center tag. I love doing that. Something a little different than just the topper tag. And then look at the beautiful pen on this one, the pearls and the roses. And then on the back, just a little bit of collaging with some pieces of applique. And plenty of journaling spots in this little book. You wouldn't think that a little book like this would have that much journaling spots, but it really does. And you can always add, like, oh, let's see here. I've got a little in my stash here. You could always add another little piece of the ephemera on the front and make it a little tuck spot. So I did leave a little of it plain so the recipient can put their little spin on it as well. Or if you like it as is, sometimes I just love to see the beautiful digitals as they are and have the visual interest away from the center of the page. Then we'll turn it this way. Look at this beautiful dress. Did some little lace snippets there, cut out a piece of lace here. It was a floral lace, and I cut out one of the flowers and used that beautiful netted fabric to top it off. And then this one, again, the off-center cut. And then I made this sweet little tag. I love this print, this digital. It's one of my favorites. And I just piled on the snippets of lace, cut out a little piece of lace fabric that I had in my stash, and put a little pearl in the center. And then on the back, the same little piece of ribbon fabric, a little pearl there, and some of the pretty laces there. Look at how pretty that is with the soft, faint staining on it. I just think it looks so lovely with the digitals, doesn't it? And then when you tuck it back in, you see the pretty lace topper. Oh, there goes my house phone. Wouldn't you know? Every time I do a video, either the dog barks or the phone rings. So on this side, look at these sweet little frames. Tiny little frames. Isn't that adorable? I hope you can see them. I cut out a little piece of lace and put it behind there so it looks like a little picture. And then wrap some of the beautiful lace around from the side of the other page. And on this one, I did an explosion of lace on the top. Used one of her little fussy cuts here from the ephemera pack. And then, oh, I had that in backwards. So the front is this beautiful print here and all the beautiful laces. Put some little pearls in the center of those flowers. Used a piece of an applique there. And then we tuck that one back in here. Let's see. Oops, where's my tuck spot? Oh, you know what I did? That was silly. That one on the other side, that's why it was backwards. See, I don't even know my own project. This one, uh-oh. That was from something else. This one has a side tuck here. So in the side tuck, I put some little collaged cards that I made. This is a piece of wallpaper that I collaged with the digitals on. Use some of that crinkle ribbon. And then on the back it's plain. And then this one, some collaging as well. This one has a little tuck here with the tiny little card you can journal on. And then plain on the back. And I used some rag paper for that. So that tucks in there, that's right. So I already showed you part of the other side. So then we're going to flip this over and we'll look at the back. And on the back, I have this little lace bow with a little snippet of some of the laces that I used in the project. A little bulb pin with a pearl dangle. And look at this paper clip. Is this not too cute? It's a little hanger, which I thought was so appropriate for this beautiful kit. So on this one, I used one of the beautiful digitals, and I left it blank so you can journal on there. And then I tucked in and layered a couple journaling cards that I collaged. And on this one, you know what? This one had a little piece of rhinestone here for a necklace. I used one of the little cameo pieces from the kit and printed out super tiny and used it for a little necklace piece. I need to glue my little rhinestone back on there. So I will do that before this goes out to anyone. Did a little collaging there. And on this one, I did a glassine bag that I coffee dyed. I did a little stamping and collaging. And then I tucked a pretty little tag in. Some more collaging. I used a piece of the applique for the little pull topper. And then on the back, I stamped a pretty dress form, and I used some of that pretty netted fabric to make a little skirt on there. So that is one piece. And then the other piece, I just had a piece of leftover coffee dyed paper that I was using for something else. So I just kind of tore it and folded it and made like a little journaling spot. And I folded it over so I could tuck it like a page tuck. Used one of the beautiful cameos on there, and I used a piece of the ephemera, one of these little pieces right here, and I attached it with a little paper clip. These tiny little clips are so tight. And then I just folded it on there, did a little lace piece on there, so you have a lot of nice journaling on there. And then this tiny little booklet, I just put a piece of lace in the center to give it some detail, but didn't fasten it all the way down, so you have plenty of journaling spot there. So I love little unexpected things, layering and tucking and putting things together. So where this plain page didn't have much going on, it actually does by the time you add all of this on there. So we shall put that back. And then you've got that sweet little dangle piece there. And this one I printed on vellum. Look at how beautiful that looks on vellum. And then I have a little tag here. This one attaches under that clip like that. And then this was a fun tag. I used one of the dress forms that I fussy cut. You'll see I fussy cut a bunch of the dress forms. I used my Cricut, and then I have some tiny little ones. Aren't they sweet? They just look so cute as little embellishments. So I layered this one up with a lot of the pretty laces, piece of that fabric, ribbon fabric. This is a little piece that should have been on that other one. I did a little necklace like that, so I will repair that. Then I used a little topper here, lace topper, and then it's plain on the back. You can do a little writing there. And then inside this lace tuck pocket, I have two pieces. One is just a little simple piece, and I used some of that, oh, what is this? It's like streamers, like you would use for a party. It was a page of a paper like that, but it was that kind of composition. So I used that, and that's what I used on the front, underneath the corset on the front of the book. And then this beautiful piece, I just love with the doily wrapping over the music page. So I left that rather simple, and lots of journaling spots on the back. So we just tuck that in there. And look at how pretty that looks all layered up. I just think it's stunning. We tuck that one back in there. And then on this one, just beautiful collaging here, this beautiful lace and a little pearl embellishment down there. And then this is the one we looked at on the other side. I pulled out wrong, so that was that tag. And then we shall flip again. And more of the beautiful dresses, the corsets, lots of lace, little detail. I used one of the little perfume bottles. There's so many pretty perfume bottles. I used that one in a smaller form. All these sweet little bottles. Again, I fussy cut those with my Cricut. And then just did some more collaging there. On this one, we pulled this tag. And I just think that's so, so pretty. And this one has a little tuck spot there. Tuck that back in, and then this one. Pulls out here. And I used that piece of plain shiplap on the digital and covered it in some lace, and this is what I was talking about with these little pretty little purse pieces. You can use them as a journaling card, or I glued glued it on 3 sides and used it as a tuck spot and tucked a little tag in there. So there's one of the sweet little tags. Put a little crystal dangle on there, left it plain on the back. That just tucks right in the top of that and just adds to the layers and layers of lace. And then on the back, little rhinestone detail there, some more of the snippets of the appliques. I used one of the tall journaling cards and used one of the little cameos on the bottom for some detail, and there's one of the pretty little bows with a pearl center. And it just looks so pretty, all layered up with all the laces and the beautiful, beautiful digitals. And then all this beautiful dripping lace down here. I just think it's so stunning. Oh my goodness, I wish I had so much more of this. That is so beautiful. And then we are back to the front with our sweet little snippets, all the luscious laces, all of the layers. From the side you see pretties, little snippets of lace, and from the top it's just like a lace explosion. So that is my project, guys. I just think it turned out so, so sweet. Again, like I said, I almost abandoned it because early on it was looking like, oh, I don't know. It was so stiff and I didn't think I would get it to fold once I layered the papers on it. But after you, let's see, let me get this even. After you open and close it a few times, it starts to loosen up. Let me turn this way so I can reattach. So I would love to know what you think about this project. What am I doing here? Goodness. I need it to be even. I would love to know what you think about this project. And I don't know. I look at things and I think, oh, I need to toss that. And then I'm like, no, I can make something out of that. And this one was super fun. I really think it turned out fun. And I have so many cannings that I've been doing. And I threw so many of those pieces away. I should have kept. But I do have another couple sets of jars coming. So I'm going to save them and see what else I can make out of it. But I don't know, I just think it turned out cute, very girly, very feminine. I love every bit of it, the laces, the digitals, the little snippets, the little embellishments. I just think it's so, so sweet. So here are a few of the ephemera pieces before we go. I wanted to show you how they look fussy cut. This is my little ephemera box that I use. Each time I print one of Doreen's kits, I cut out everything and put it in a little box so I have things to use in my project. And then what doesn't get used, I have for when I'm making, oh, say a glassine envelope that I want to embellish, or a little envelope of some sort, a little piece of ephemera. Then I have all these sweet little pieces ready, and you don't have to go digging for other things. Oops, that was from another of her kits, the Dainty Darlings, I believe it was. Or Divine Moments, that's what it was. So all of these pretties, I've got lots of bows. There's all of these beautiful cards. Oh, that's another one. Got some pink mixed in there. the pretty black piece with the black accents, all these lovely cards, so much goodies. And then let's see here, and then here's a bunch of the larger pieces. These are the postcards, some of the postcards that are in that kit. Aren't they lovely? And some of the tall ones. This one's pretty with the little banner on top. Look at that one with the beautiful collar. There's some of the tall cards. And then little snippets of things I've used on other projects that I've kept. These make great, like, if you have one of these and you want to make a little belly band. So I always keep my little offcuts. And then all these other just beautiful, beautiful elements. I just think it's so, so lovely. Look at that one. And then another one of the beautiful cards. And then this shiplap piece. Tuck those up there. And then that is it, I think. Yep, that's about it. Oh, no, it's not. I've got all these tiny little things. There's tiny little tags in there. And then here's all the sweet little cameos. The little round pieces, little medallions that I used as a tuck spot in some of those things and embellishments. And then all the sweet little bows. So there it is. There's all the goodies. So much to play with and create with and just pique your imagination. I would love to see some of your thrifty flips. If you haven't joined Doreen's Facebook group yet, please go over and join. I will also link that in the description box. We have so much fun over in the group. We do Inspiration Mondays. We do the Thrifty Flip on Thursdays. And we've been talking about some other fun ideas to bring you as well. And feel free to post your flips and your inspirations and things in the group as well when you join. We love seeing all of your work. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this flip. Let me know what you think about it. I think that I had so much fun doing it, and it's just so fun to use your imagination and look at a piece of something you would throw in the trash and look what it turned out to be. So thank you all for watching. I so appreciate each and every one of you. As always, all your likes and comments mean the world to me. Welcome to my new subscribers. I'm inching up little by little and hope to hit 1,000 again, and we'll do another giveaway. Be sure and visit Doreen's group, and I will link all of this information in the description, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video, guys. I'm working on a whole collection using this digital kit, so I hope you stay tuned and come back and see what else that I make. Thanks so much, you all. Have a blessed day or week or whenever it is that you're watching this. Bye.